Sorry, just running a bit late today. Yeah. That's actually fine there, but I think I want to turn this down on my end. And then check my volume. All right. Ooh, that got kind of loud. Hold on. Jeez, I don't need to blow your guys' ears out. Holy shit. God damn. Sorry. All right. I'm just having an odd day. Odd in that, like, I just got home and just went, I stuff in the cabinet. I have a pressure cooker. All right. It's time to make an abomination. Said abomination actually turned out kind of interesting. Maybe a little too much acidity. Could have used maybe a little bit of sugar to balance it out. Anyway, so said abomination consisted of a a can of roast beef hash, a can of kidney beans rinsed off, a can of chopped tomatoes with their juice, a couple of chopped up garlic cloves, half an onion. I don't know, probably like about a tablespoon or two, maybe tablespoon of salt ish. I wasn't paying too much attention. It could have really been closer to about a teaspoon or so. A few grinds of pepper in there, and then maybe about a teaspoon and a half, two of Italian seasoning. Oh, and about 3 cups of 3 cups of beef stock, and then a cup of rice, rinsed rice. High pressure at high pressure temp, high temp pressure cook for 20 minutes. Actually turned out okay. Turned out decent. I thought it was going to be like this horrible thing, but I don't know. I actually find a decent use for that canned roast beef or corned beef hash. Because dear lord, these damn things don't fry right. Just doesn't crisp. What the fuck's up with it? But every time I try to make that, it doesn't work. I even tried baking it once. All right. Well, are you running late today? It's probably just gonna cut the chat just a little bit shorter. Well, shorter than what I usually do. Like, come on. I know I've been getting better, but yeah. Which probably means I should cut this short, reach over, make sure that my game music is working just fine. Cool. Go to the capture. Wakey wakey. There we are. Right. Now, ran into restart. What I need to do is go and redo the damn mission. Let's see. Campaign. I think it was the Great Hunt. That's just because the only reason I finished it because it failed so many times on the last one, just because, quite frankly, it was not set up right.
In a few minutes, we'll be...
All right. Okay with that loadout. Hold on. Switching you out though. As I found out that those ain't gonna do shit. However, let's go.
There's the Lucifer. It's powering up to leave the system.
God damn it.
Alpha 1, you must clear out these enemy fighters as quickly as possible. We've got to catch up with the Lucifer.
Beta Wing has arrived, awaiting orders. Kill.
No, I fully expected Freespace to do the flight patterns will be a hell of a lot better.
Enemy wing has just arrived. It's no use. The Bastion will never catch up with the Lucifer. You'll have to go after it yourself, Alpha 1. We're launching 4 Ursas armed with Harbinger bombs. We can only pray there'll be enough. We are readying 4 Toths to help provide cover. As soon as they're ready, we'll deploy them.
Heads up! We've got visitors! Fighter on your tail, sir!
You got a bogey on your tail.
You have roughly 10 minutes to reach the jump point. Beyond that, you will not have enough time to defeat the Lucifer. Godspeed, Alpha.
Okay. It's mission reserved just 15 kilometers I gotta go. I've got this shit going on. Oh, I already lost one. Fun. What the hell did you die to? Oh, hello, Legio. Legio Necros. Thanks for raiding. Just finished Deus Ex 2. How did you find it?
Alpha 1, the Toths are ready and on the way.
Thank you. Right.
Epsilon here. Don't wait for us, Alpha. Keep going. We'll try to catch up with you.
New hostiles in the area.
Alpha 1, you've got about 7 minutes left. Hurry!
Hold on, I don't know if I've ever actually played Deus Ex 2. Or were you talking about, like, what's it called? Goddamn. Shoot, now I gotta go look this up. Hold on. Come here. Oh, are you talking Deus Ex Invisible War? Holy shit, I haven't thought about that game in ages. Anyways, I imagine you probably just was streaming for a while, so put your feet back, go use the restroom, take a break, get yourself something to eat or drink. Hang around if you'd like.
We're never gonna make it in time!
Keep quiet, we have no other option, pilot. You're almost there, Alpha. You've made it, Alpha 1. Your jump drives are powering up now.
God damn it. Harry, I'm wondering why is it my Raider sound didn't go off. Here's hoping I get that thing to... There we go.
All right, everyone. We don't have much time. You've got to take out those reactors ASAP. Alpha 1, you've got to make sure those Ursas can deliver their payload. Protect them at all costs. As for Delta Wing, it's going to be up to you to take out those reactors. Get it done!
Engaging enemy.
Why did it change out my... of course it did.
detected.
This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Do.
Good kill.
Fighter on your tail, sir.
Really? How would I ever know? Still playing with him. Just stick a missile in him. Oh. Just like that.
New bandits in the area.
Collision physics. Come on. Have it.
You've only got 7 minutes left. Hurry!
Okay.
New hostiles in the area.
Oh, they finally showed up. let's just move on to Freespace. Yep. Give me a second. Capture that. Ooh, that was quick. That's doing its thing. I'm gonna go my alerts. And they'll probably do a quick test on this thing. Oh, I know what it's referencing now. Yep.
"32 years have passed since the Great War. The Shivans vanished half a lifetime ago. And now, we live in the mausoleum of history. We inherit the legacy of ghosts who haunt these ruins. The elders call us the Lost Generation. I remember stories of a glorious civilization, of cities with spires that reached the sun, of a blue planet with vast seas, of people with myths of humanity everlasting, of children who saw in the embers of dying stars the destiny of their race. And they hurled themselves into the void of space with no fear. They say our people have no present, only a past filled with horror. And a future they can only dream of. forge a new alliance, to guard the tomb of space, and find within its cold expanse the salvation of our race.
Gosh. Damn, I think that's like twice the size of the prior capital ships. Like 2.5 times the size of the prior capital ships. Twice? Length. Maybe twice. I might be overestimating here. Alright, 1 second. I am going to fire off this. Can I preview this? Now what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to hear this. So... That's what's supposed to happen, but I don't think I heard that. I got to turn that up. All right. Well, huh. I know it works. It just didn't go off. All right. Well. Let's do a quick check on control configs. Ooh, must have kept everything. Yeah, we're running hard one. Let's roll. Or fly. Or just plain explode.
Welcome to Vega, Ensign. I'm Captain Lukakis, squadron leader of the 53rd Hammerheads. You've been assigned to our unit. The Hammerheads are a space superiority squadron. We'll be flying the Myrmidon fighter, developed to replace the old GTF Ulysses. The Myrmidon is a Terran Vasudin design and a versatile ship with high marks for speed, maneuverability, armor, and loadout. The 53rd Hammerheads were formed during the Great War. At the time, we served on board the GTD Bastion, the finest ship in the history of Terran space travel. You may not know this, but the pilots who destroyed the ST Lucifer in 2335 were based on the Bastion, and some were even Hammerheads. With the 53rd, you're part of a long and proud tradition. When the explosion of the Lucifer collapsed the jump node to the Sol system and severed all contact with Earth, Command transferred the Bastion to the 4th Fleet in Vega. Since then, we've called Vega our home. Now Command has decommissioned the Bastion and reassigned its squadrons to the newer Hecate destroyers. We'll be joining the GTD Aquitaine, flagship of the 3rd Fleet, Capella. The Aquitaine will be here in 36 hours. In the meantime, it would be advisable to review your training. We have all the simulator modules you'll need for the Myrmidon fighter. These modules will give you a refresher course on such basics as your head-up display, throttle controls, and targeting. If you need to review your training, now would be a good time to do so. Because this is your first combat assignment, you'll be authorized to carry the standard armaments: the Subak HL-7, the Tempest Dumbfire, and the Rockeye heat-seeking missile. These weapons are covered in the training modules and in the tech room database. As you gain experience in combat, you will be authorized to use more advanced weaponry. Good luck, pilot, and welcome again to the 53rd.
I think I'm
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM-10...
Because I have just come off of the first game. And since this is a mod running off the Freespace 2 engine, and a redo of the first Freespace 2
Welcome
game.
to Training Simulator Module TSM-103B Class B qualification for the...
But that Freespace 1 was modded to run on the Freespace
Welcome
2
to
engine,
Training
and it's
Simulator
built on the
Module
same-
TSM
oh my God, how many of
103A,
these?
Class A qualification for the Myrmidon space.
This is Admiral Petrarch, commanding officer of the GTD Aquitaine. For those squadrons joining us here in Vega, welcome aboard. With a complement of 150 combat spacecraft, the Aquitaine serves as flagship of the GTVA 3rd Fleet, based in the Capella system. You join an elite crew of 10,000, the finest officers and enlisted personnel serving the Alliance today. After 18 months of fighting, Admiral Bosch's Neo-Terran front has become the most significant threat to regional security since the Great War ended 32 years ago. The NTF demands the independence of their systems and the revocation of the Beta Aquila Convention, or BATAC. The BATAC Treaty centralized power in the GTVA as the supreme authority in Terran Vasudan space.
Damn, it's got a heck of a crime list.
Integral to NTF ideology is Bosch's vision of Neoterra. A utopian society where the lost grandeur of Earth will be restored. Bosch and his followers oppose any alliance with the Vasudans as a threat to the future of the human race. The rebels are entrenched in Polaris, Regulus, and Sirius. But before we hit these strongholds, we must secure Epsilon Pegasi, Alpha Centauri, and Deneb. These contested systems are now the focal point of Allied operations. Allied Command has ordered the Aquitaine into the Deneb system. There, we will reinforce the 13 Vasudan battle group, led by the GVD Samtic. Both the NTF and the GTVA have sustained heavy casualties in the battle for Deneb. In the past 72 hours, we have lost the GVC Andromeda, the GTC Trafalgar, and over 15 fighter wings. Command anticipates the arrival of the Aquitaine and the Samtic will shift the battle for Deneb in our favor and force the NTF to withdraw to Sirius.
All right.
This is Captain Lukakis, squadron leader of the 53rd Hammerheads. At 0320 hours, the Aquitaine entered the Deneb system. Admiral Petrarch launched fighter and bomber wings as part of an all-out attack against NTF positions throughout the system. He has kept the Hammerheads on standby until now. A situation is developing near the inhabited planet of Cygnus Prime. We have over 100,000 Vasudan refugees fleeing their colonies in transports. Allied ships are rescuing the Vasudans as quickly as possible, though the logistics of this operation leave many refugees still vulnerable to rebel attack. At 0545, we received a distress signal from a refugee convoy 900 clicks, or kilometers, from the outer orbit of Cygnus Prime. The Vasudans responded with a wing of Serapis fighters, designated Epsilon, which have just called in for reinforcements. Alpha Wing, you're going in. Because these transports do not have jump drives, you must protect the convoy until a recovery ship arrives. With all warships engaged and other convoys in dire need of protection, we do not know when a craft will become available. Command will keep you updated and send in reinforcements as needed.
Right. Put on. Evolution of the Hercules. That's a nice setup here. This one. I don't quite need those, but what would I need? Sure.
Alpha 2 here. I have a visual on the convoy, 1,500 meters dead ahead. The escort wing is down 2 fighters. Iota Transports, this is Alpha Wing of the 53rd Hammerheads, GTD Aquitaine. We have orders to protect your convoy. What's your status? Over.
Alpha Wing, we have lost 3 transports to the rebel attack. The surviving vessels have sustained moderate damage. We anticipate the rebels will return in greater force.
Hang in there, Iota. Command will send a recovery craft as soon as possible. All right, Alpha. Let's get to work. We must defend these transports until a recovery ship arrives.
Here we go. Babysitting again.
Sensors picking up incoming hostiles. A wing of Herc's closing in.
Alpha 1 and 2 intercept those fighters. We will defend the transports.
Sucks going back out of that war and going straight into that one. Okay.
Reading hostile indicators.
Can I start going on? Stop doing that.
Bandits incoming!
I'm gonna take that. Gonna take this squad name Hammerhead literally.
Reading hostile indicators.
Where am I getting these kind of forces from?
Reading hostile indicators.
We have transmitted your coordinates to the GVD Samtic. The vessel should be exiting space momentarily.
Command, this is the GVD Samtic. We have arrived at the designated coordinates.
The ENTCV Belisarius, a Deimos-class corvette, has run our blockade of the Sirius jump node. We are now tracking the vessel through subspace. We have vectored its course to your immediate vicinity.
Acknowledged, Command. We will intercept the target.
Incoming jump signature. It's the Belisarius.
Gunnery control, power up photon beam cannons. Commence plasma core insertion.
All units stand clear of the Samtic and Belisarius.
Belisarius, this is the GVD Samtic. You are ordered to power down and surrender.
Negative, Vasudin. The NTF is the only legitimate authority in this system.
Surrender or be destroyed, Belisarius. This is your final warning.
Your posturing insults us both, Vasudin. I will not give up my ship.
As you wish. Gunnery control, open fire.
Missile banks depleted. Calling in support.
Belisarius objective has been neutralized.
Some of the missions where you were having to fight dodging beams between capital ships is amazing.
Now deploying wings Zeta and Theta. You are relieved of your escort, Alpha Wing.
Mission accomplished, Alpha. Return to base. Well done, pilots.
Iota, you are cleared for docking.
Good work, pilot. You held off the rebel attack and saved both Vasudin transports from destruction. Your squad mates and I all agree you'll make a fine addition to the 53rd Hammerheads. Command reports that 75% of the refugees have been recovered with few casualties. The remaining 25% are under Allied protection and will be rescued shortly. We've also won major victories against the NTF. The NTD Jacobus and the NTC Hengst have been destroyed, and our blockades of the Alpha Centauri and Sirius jump nodes has isolated the rebel fleet. Furthermore, 600,000 ground troops will soon land on the surface of Cygnus Prime in our effort to retake the planet. Prepare for your next mission, pilot. The battle for Deneb is not over yet. Command has ordered the 53rd Hammerheads to secure an NTF depot in the Deneb asteroid belt. 6 sentry guns are positioned around the depot, and rebel freighters are now moving the cargo out of the area. The NTF has gone through a lot of trouble to hide these materials. Alpha 1, your mission is to seek and destroy all targets of opportunity, including freighters, cargo, and sentry guns. Beta Wing will scan the cargo. Recon sighted a wing of Lokis guarding the depot, so prioritize these bandits.
Lokis.
Do not underestimate the importance of this mission, pilot. A depot raid won't win you any medals, but it can be just as vital as taking down a cruiser or corvette. We must sever rebel supply lines if we want to achieve a decisive victory.
Last time I ran into Loki's was in the ship thing in the tech room. I guess I just have this somewhere. How many gun banks went on? The 2 or 4? Which one is which? Ah, there we go. So what? No. Yes. There we go, just a pair of those. That should do the trick. In case I want something disabled.
Okay, Alpha Wing, let's take out the fighters and freighters. Beta will scan the cargo. Watch those sentry guns. Beta Wing, target cargo units and close in to scan. Optimal distance is 150 meters. Alpha 1 and Alpha 3, you target the fighters. Stay focused on those Lokis.
Command, we've got a problem here. We can't scan the cargo.
Run a diagnostic, Beta. Are your sensors malfunctioning?
Pretty sure we just got off the flight next.
Negative. There's some kind of shielding on these units. Our sensors can't penetrate.
Acknowledged, Beta. Abort the scan and engage the enemy.
What about a recovery out?
Negative, Beta. Command will not risk recovery in that asteroid belt.
Bandits incoming!
We're facing multiple bandits here. That cargo must be vital.
Survived with one of my wingmates. It's awesome. They're going to encourage in that first game. I think it's just physics engine.
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
never mind about stuff colliding. Dear Lord, I was not aware that they were...
We have secured the depot, Command. All bandits have been neutralized. Alpha and Beta, destroy the cargo units.
Hold on, Alpha. Long-range sensors are picking up another hostile target 3 kilometers from your position.
I'm reading nothing here, Command.
We're detecting a faint EM signature from one of the asteroids. Transmitting coordinates now.
I'm still not getting a clear reading. There's too much interference.
There should be a flashing red blip on the radar screen of your HUD. Maneuver your fighter until this blip is centered in the radar. This will point you in the right direction.
Interesting in-mission way to say.
It's a large asteroid, Command, with some kind of structure built into the surface.
Let's take a closer look. Proceed with caution, pilots.
That looks like skies.
Command, the target has turrets and a fighter bay. It must be a rebel installation.
We're scrambling bomber wings now. Destroy that base, pilots.
Delta Wing now in position. Command, I'm picking up incoming hostiles.
Engage and destroy those fighters. We need to clear a path for Delta Wing.
This is Admiral Bosch of the Neo-Terran front. Allied fighters, break off your attack.
Command, the rebel leader is on that base.
Disregard that transmission, Alpha. Admiral Bosch is in the Polaris system. This must be a decoy.
Bandit on your tail.
If you destroy this installation, you sign the death warrant of our race. I demand unfettered access to the Sirius jump node.
There will be no negotiations, Bosch.
Listen to me. If my safety is guaranteed, I'll withdraw my forces from Deneb.
Pilots, destroy that installation. You have your orders.
First, it's not Bosch. Now it is Bosch. Like, come on.
I can't hold them off much longer.
Do I know someone on my end? I just love it. Gymnastics, dear Lord.
Watch your back, pilot!
Just what I needed. God, second mission.
Get this bandit off me!
Solo mission run because all my wingmates died. Some of these are nasty pieces of work. How come they didn't have us use them during the first screen? Did I just collide?
Get this bandit off me!
There's no bandit on you. I'm on them. We're talking about the base with turrets and stuff like that. I really can't do anything.
Help me!
I'm sorry, I'm watching the resupply ship right there. Just get pounded into scrap.
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration. That's not an installation. Disable the engines of that warship. Do not let them escape. Marsh and his warship have jumped.
I was gonna stop that. Really don't want to touch ships. That's a really bad idea. Alright, fine. You want to toss it. Gotcha.
This mission is over, Alpha. Return to base.
Better be over. Send me to a death trap.
Command has issued no official explanation for Admiral Bosch's presence in the Deneb system. The hidden base and the shielded cargo units only compound the mystery of the Admiral's agenda. Under the circumstances, there was nothing you could have done to stop the escape of Bosch's command frigate, designated the NTF Iceni.
I love how during the mission it's, oh my god, it's Admiral Bosch. No, it's not. He's over in the Polaris system. Destroy the place. Let me go. No, Bosch. Wait, what? But it's Admiral Bosch. I'm sorry, is intelligence lying to us? Because that's never a bright idea.
Intelligence has tracked Admiral Bosch's command frigate, the NTF Iceni, through subspace. We have vectored its course to the Sirius jump node. The 53rd is being scrambled to seek and destroy the Iceni before it escapes Deneb. We have pre-assigned your loadout, and your fighters are now standing by. Report to the flight deck pronto.
Oh wow, I don't even get a choice in the matter, huh?
Engage full burners and intercept the Iceni. They are 2 kilometers from the Sirius jump node.
Command, we're 5 clicks from that Corvette. Those coordinates you gave us were bogus. We don't stand a chance of catching that ship.
You have your orders, pilot.
Command, where's the blockade? Why isn't the Alliance guarding this node?
Our line of defense has been reprioritized for engagements elsewhere in the system.
2 clicks? That's not 2 clicks, that's 4.
I regret your efforts to intercept us have failed, pilots. Would be well advised to question the wisdom of your leaders. Alpha, engage subspace drive.
The Iceni has jumped. I repeat, the Iceni has jumped.
Acknowledged, pilot.
Request a status brief, Command. What the hell is going on here?
You're out of line, pilot.
Out of line? I don't think so. We're risking our lives out here. We deserve a straight answer.
You can discuss this at your debriefing. We now have reports that rebel vessels are heading for the jump node. Stand by for mission update. Command out.
Damn it! Command let Bosch escape!
What are you talking about?
They pulled the blockade. They gave us the wrong coordinates. There's no other explanation.
Why? Why would they let him go?
You tell me, pilot. I'm informed on a need-to-know basis.
Stand down. We're on your side here.
Why did we attack the Iceni? Why did we destroy that cargo? I can live with being a pawn if the game makes sense.
Inbound freighters with Loki escort. These targets escape the asteroid depot. Destroy those ships before they reach the node.
Beta Wing here. Target acquired and closing in.
What the hell are they firing those off at that range? Just...
There's 1 freighter left. Let's finish the job.
On your six! On your six!
NTF cruisers have jumped in. The NTC Glorious and the NTC Impervious. They are heading for the node. Eliminate the fighter escort pilots. We'll deploy the Samtic to handle the cruisers. Those cruisers have anti-fighter beams with an effective range of 1,500 meters. Lure the escort away from the cruisers before you engage.
Cover you versus a goddamn beam.
I'm going down! I'm going down! This crate's gonna blow!
The Samtic is now on station. Impervious objective has been neutralized. Return to base, pilots. The Aquitaine is shipping out.
And lost an entire wing again. Just bad luck.
Admiral Bosch's command frigate reached the Sirius jump node. I have received no explanation either on or off the record for what happened out there. I assume we'll be informed on a need-to-know basis. Good job neutralizing those fighters and freighters. You've served the 53rd Hammerheads well. Your performance in this last mission proves you have what it takes to be an ace pilot. I've recommended your transfer to the 107th Ravens. They lost many good officers in Deneb, and they could use someone with your talents. They're a top-notch unit. I know you'll make us proud. Good luck with your new assignment, pilot. Command has ordered the Aquitaine to return to the Capella system. Admiral Petrarch will address the crew at 0630.
Welcome to the 107th Ravens, pilot. I'm Lieutenant Samza, squadron leader. As you know, the Aquitaine is now en route to the Gamma Draconis system. The details of the situation there have been classified at the highest level, so I'm as much in the dark as you are. The Admiral will brief the crew when we reach 3rd Fleet Headquarters in Capella. The 107th is a heavy assault squadron, so our fighter of choice is the Hercules Mark II. Implementing advances in fusion drive technology, the Mark II improves the assault fighter's speed and maneuverability without sacrificing loadout. The Herc has only 2 missile banks, but its ordnance capacity is greater than the Myrmidons. The original Herc won the Great War, so we're proud to carry on the tradition. I recommend that you review the Herc 2 training modules before the Aquitaine arrives in Capella. These modules review advanced tactics, such as countermeasures and energy management. The Herc 2 is slower than the Myrmidon you've been flying with the 53rd, so learn how to evade missiles and equalize shields. These skills will help you push your fighter to the limits. Master them, and the life you save may be your own. According to your file, you are now authorized to use the GTW-5A Prometheus R, the GTM-19 Harpoon, and the GTM-4 Hornet missile. The Prometheus R is a retrofit of a cannon developed during the Great War. After the Alliance lost contact with Earth, we lacked materials required for mass production, so engineers developed this retrofit version. The Prometheus packs a bigger wallop than the Sabot HL-7, but it will drain your power reserves with extended use.
I fully expect that the materials needed to make the cannon will be found in
the Harpoon and the
Star
Hornet
systems.
are both aspect-seeking missiles. While the Harpoon fires individual warheads, the Hornet launches a swarm of 4 projectiles, 8 if you're in double-fire mode. The training modules cover the proper technique for firing aspect-seeking missiles, so be sure to review that section carefully. That's all for now, pilot. The Aquitaine will arrive in Capella in 4 hours.
Skip. Skip again.
To the officers and crew of the GTD Aquitaine, this is Admiral Petrarch. At 0115 hours, we received a transmission from 3rd Fleet Headquarters. A Sheevan cruiser and 3 fighter wings ambushed and destroyed the GTC Vigilant as it patrolled the Gamma Draconis jump node in the Capella system. Command deployed the GTD Carthage and GDC Dashor, though these vessels neutralized the immediate threat. All Allied units are now in a state of enhanced vigilance. Command has ordered the Aquitaine to spearhead the operation in Gamma Draconis as we investigate the origin and extent of this incursion. Gamma Draconis is a remote, uninhabited system discovered shortly before the outbreak of the Great War. The system has no planets, no viable resources. GTSC Erickson visited the system 15 years ago and reported nothing out of the ordinary. Recon flights in Gamma Draconis detected activity near an uncharted jump node. Closer examination has revealed this node is not a natural phenomenon, but a massive subspace portal of unknown origin. We do not know why the Erickson failed to detect the portal when it last visited the system. This device may have been inactive and therefore invisible to long-range sensors, or it may be of recent construction. The Sheevan vessels that destroyed the Vigilant were not of any class encountered in the Great War. The light cruiser, designated Rakshasa, and the fighters designated Mara, have been added to your onboard database. This is our first contact with this species in over 3 decades. Our objectives are clear. We must secure Gamma Draconis, or face annihilation a second time.
All right.
This is Lieutenant Samza, squadron leader of the 107th Ravens. Here's the situation. The GTD Aquitaine entered Gamma Draconis at 1640. The flagship will defend the Capella node as we advance to secure the system. Recon discovered a Sheevan supply depot near the subspace portal, and this will be our target. Command believes the Sheevans are preparing for a more aggressive attack on Capella. The SC Behemoth, a Rakshasa-class cruiser, guards the depot with a wing of Mara fighters. Enemy freighters are entering the system, dropping their cargo and departing through the portal. Your mission, pilot, is to execute a clean sweep of the area. Your primary target will be the Mara fighters. Once the escorts are down, destroy the Behemoth and any freighters in the vicinity. You'll need to hold down the fort until we deploy the Carthage and Dashor. After you secure the area, we'll send Wings Delta and Epsilon to relieve you.
Let's see. 53, 23, 32, 14. I don't get it. Why the rate of fire 2.2? 5. I mean, I'll try it, but I don't know. The damage up on the thing doesn't look all that great.
Command, this is Alpha 2. We're in. I've got a visual on the subspace portal.
How many hostiles in sensor range?
One wing of Maras closing in fast. The Behemoth is 2.5 clicks out. 2 freighters and a half a dozen cargo units are in the depot area.
Destroy those fighters. The Sheevans will send reinforcements, so let's secure this area as quickly as possible.
The Maras are too fast. I can't get a lock. Band it down. I've never seen anything like it. These fighters are unbelievable.
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
Targeting the Behemoth.
Proceed with caution, pilots. Stand clear of those anti-fighter beams. The capabilities of that warship have yet to be determined. Excellent work, pilots.
Radar Command. Standing by for further orders.
Hold your position, pilots. We are now deploying the Carthage and the Dashur.
Command, we've got 4 or 5 hostile wings coming through the portal. We've got a new fighter class here, designation Astaroth. Hull integrity failing. Get me out of here, Command. Where's the Carthage? We need reinforcements ASAP, Command.
Take evasive action, pilots. Help is on the way.
There's too many of them. Send in the Carthage or get us out of here.
The Carthage and Dashur will emerge from subspace momentarily. Stand by.
This is the GTD Carthage. What's your status, pilot?
The Shevans have broken off their attack. They're heading for the Carthage.
Jump signatures from subspace port.
A King-class warship has entered the system. SD Goliath.
Get this bandit off me! I'm going down! I'm going down!
Continue the tradition where I had my dogs. The last survivor again.
All hostiles have been neutralized. Now deploying Delta and Epsilon Wing. Alpha, you may return to base.
Delta Wing, now in position.
Epsilon Wing standing by. Transmit orders.
You survived your first sortie against the Shevans. Though we had only a small opposing force to contend with, survival is half the battle. The COs of both the Carthage and Dashore commend our squadron for the outstanding cover we provided. The Sheevan Kane cruiser and its complement of fighters might have destroyed these vessels had we not intervened. Well done, pilot. A joint Terran-Vasudin task force under the direction of Dr. Mina Hargrove is now studying the subspace portal. We expect a preliminary report in a few hours. For preserving the systems of the Galactic Terran-Vasudin Alliance from Sheevan invasion, you are hereby awarded the Allied Defense Citation.
I feel this is a little preliminary for the... It's like, come on, guys. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
With the Gamma Draconis system secure, a task force of Terran and Vasudin scientists is now examining the subspace portal. At this point, the scientists have ruled out the possibility the device is of Sheevan origin. Dr. Mina Hargrove, leader of the research team, has issued a report of his preliminary findings. An excerpt of this report follows.
The subspace portal is unlike any Sheevan construction we have yet encountered. Though Sheevans demonstrate considerable diversity as a species, all Sheevan technology possesses certain distinctive properties. None is present in the subspace device, which means we must look elsewhere for the portal's origin. We do know that the device is very, very old, on the order of several thousand years.
The field generated by the interlocking movement of the portal's components creates a subspace vortex, connecting one part of the universe to another. Dr. Hargrove theorizes that whoever built this device may have used it to stabilize a jump node on the verge of collapse. Dr. Hargrove is correct. This technology is a tremendous discovery. By constructing our own portal, we might be able to reopen the Sol jump node in Delta Serpentis. Since the destruction of the Lucifer caused the node to collapse 32 years ago, Earth has remained isolated from the GTVA. We might also be able to stabilize subspace nodes that are currently too volatile for travel, thus creating routes to systems previously unexplored. Our military operation will focus on what lies on the other side of the subspace portal. We must determine where the node leads and the extent of the Sheevan presence there. Above all, we must prevent the Sheevans from returning to Gamma Draconis. Because the portal will remain active while the research team studies the technology, our systems are vulnerable to attack. Allied Command has deemed this an acceptable risk given the potential benefits.
This is an acceptable risk. Of course.
At 1540 hours, the GTD Aquitaine entered the subspace portal in Gamma Draconis and jumped to our current position. We have entered a nebula, a vast and dense ionized field, and possibly the remnant of a supernova. We have traveled farther than any Terrans in the history of subspace travel. The nebula has severely limited the Aquitaine's long-range sensors. We are deploying our fighter wings to explore the immediate vicinity and determine the extent of the enemy presence. Each fighter squadron will deploy a flight of 4 wings. Alpha, Zeta, Iota, and Kappa will patrol a series of 4 waypoints. Zeta Wing will lead this sortie, so follow Zeta 1 and do not stray. Be advised the nebula could interfere with your onboard systems. The ionized field will compromise your sensors, even within combat range.
Okay. Loading.
Iota Wing, you are cleared to take off. Kappa Wing, you have clearance. Zeta Wing, go. Alpha Wing, go.
Alpha, form up on Zeta. Follow Zeta 1's lead to the waypoints.
Okay, Alpha. Target my fighter and try to keep up. Boost your engine power and be ready to hit your burners because we're gonna get through this one fast and clean.
Good luck, pilots. Keep a tight formation and look out for each other. Let's all get home alive.
How are we supposed to get a visual confirmation? I can't see a thing in this mess.
Rather be fighting the NTF if you ask me. I never signed on for hunting Shivans. Don't kid yourself. We're the ones being hunted, pilot.
Command should shut down that portal and send the Aquitaine back to Deneb. We've got no business being out here.
If Command needs your opinion, they'll promote you to Admiral. Now shut up and focus.
Damn. Someone is feisty.
All flights report in.
This is Iota 1. Sensors are picking up zilch, Command. We're flying blind out here.
Alpha 2 here. Nothing to report.
This is Zeta 1, all clear.
Kappa Wing, what's your status? Over? Kappa Wing, this is Allied Command. Please respond. Iota Wing, investigate Kappa's last waypoint. The ionized field is interfering with our transmission.
I'm picking up something on sensors. I can't get a lock. Hostile targets confirmed. A wing of Manticores closing fast.
Pilots, destroy those fighters and stay alert. Watch for a flanking maneuver.
No problem, Command. We'll take them down. All bandits are down, Command. Area secure.
Resume your patrol, pilots.
There's gotta be a base or destroyer in this nebula somewhere. Those fighters couldn't survive out here on their own.
This nebula could be 10 or 20 light years in diameter. Finding a single ship would be impossible.
Unless the Shivans find us first.
Do we have a status update on Kappa Wing?
Negative. No word from Kappa yet. We'll find out in debriefing.
What the?
Hostile indicators on radar. Objective neutralized.
The That's got to be the silliest.
Hull integrity failing. Give me a... No!
Signal going out. Back to Zeta 1.
Okay, let's get back on patrol. Alpha, follow my lead.
That's a damn big piece of debris. Floating out here. There's another one. And another. Right, what do I just fly into? So it would be better if they dropped a crap ton of probes.
Hold on. I got a visual on something big. A cruiser or a corvette.
Do you recognize the configuration? Is it a Rakshasa or a Kane?
Negative, Command. It's a Terran cruiser. Fenris class.
There's no Allied ship authorized in your vicinity. Hail them, pilot.
This is Zeta Wing of the 107th Ravens, GTD Aquitaine. Please identify yourself.
This is Captain Arthur Romig of the GTC Trinity. We have sustained heavy damage, and our jump drive is inoperative. We need immediate assistance.
Your designation is incorrect, Romik. Your ship defected to the NTF 10 days ago. You have been stripped of your rank and citizenship in the GTVA. Surrender the Trinity, or be destroyed.
Rank and citizenship?
As captain of the NTC Trinity, I surrender on the condition you get us the hell out of here.
What's your status?
We repelled a Shivan attack, but engines sustained critical damage. I powered down non-essential systems so the Shivans wouldn't detect us. We've been drifting ever since.
What's your assessment of the damage?
Some components were destroyed in the attack, but my chief engineer thinks a field repair is possible.
We will send a damage control team with the necessary components. Transmit your diagnostics.
Transmitting now.
What were you doing out here, Romik?
As a prisoner of war, my rights are protected under the Beta Aquilate Convention. I will answer no questions, Command.
I thought rebels didn't recognize BATAC.
No, but we do, pilot. Damage control has been deployed. They should be arriving momentarily.
GTT.
Discovery here. Initiating docking procedure. Watch our backs, little friends.
Oh, it's a GTT Elysium.
Heads up, enemy wing closing in.
Good. The sun in my eyes.
Prepare to be boarded, Trinity.
Trinity standing by.
How did you...
Docking point secure. Okay, Romick, we're taking you and your crew into custody. Follow the drill and no one gets hurt.
More hostiles incoming.
Keep the Shivans away from the Trinity pilots. That ship won't survive another attack. Give us a time estimate, Discovery.
We can jury-rig a solution in 15 minutes, Command.
Can you bring the anti-fighter turrets online?
Negative. We need all power on engines.
Why are we shooting missiles? Simply bend and we'll just
You need to buy us more time, pilots.
working here. Come on.
Heads up, enemy wing closing in. Bandit on your tail.
We've lost the Trinity. All wings return to base. We're aborting this mission.
I can't. Ah!
What out? That's what it's supposed to be.
You confronted an overwhelming Shivan force in a hostile environment. Under these circumstances, there was nothing you or anyone else could have done to save the Trinity and our
No
boarding party.
recommendations. Okay, so it's meant
You were
to
lucky to survive this sortie, pilot. We have heard nothing from Kappa Wings since they vanished from our sensors. Unfortunately, we must presume the worst. They will be listed MIA unless we find evidence to the contrary. Our search parties have found no trace of these fighters. The presence of the Trinity deepens the enigma of the NTF's secret agenda. What was the Trinity doing out here? And what does Bosch know about the subspace portal? All patrols have uncovered an extensive Shivan force in the nebula. Command will deploy more warships through the subspace portal to assist with our mission of exploration and containment. Iota and Epsilon wings encountered 2 Shivan cruisers near our current location. When our reinforcements arrive, we will move against them.
"32 years ago, on the Altair system, Visudan scientists discovered the remnants of an extinct civilization we now call the Ancients. And here we found the secret to defeating the Shivans. How close did we come to being a footnote in the history of a future species that would happen upon our ruins 10,000 years from now? Would they indulge in the fiction of their own immortality until the Shivans came for them? And how long had this gone on? Did the ancients stumble upon the monoliths and the tombs of their predecessors in this distant corner of space, dismissing the warnings carved in the walls of the sepulchre? And when the destroyers came at last, What did the ancients think as they sifted the cremation of dust and bones, staring into the mute remains for a key? Some solution to their plight. What if there had been countless races, stretching back into infinity, and like the 9 cities of Troy, each civilization had been built on the rubble of one that came before, each annihilated by the Shivans. The ancients died 8,000 years ago. As humanity emerged from its Neolithic infancy, they believed their voyage across the sea of stars woke the dragon that slept beneath the waves. That the Shivans were birthed from the flux of subspace, and their destruction was the revenge of an angry cosmos.
With recent victories on the Civil War front, the GTVA Security Council has authorized the deployment of 2 Deimos-class corvettes into the nebular theater of operations. The Lysander and the Actium crossed the subspace portal in Gamma Draconis at 23:35 hours and joined up with the Aquitane's battle group. On their last sortie, Epsilon and Iota wings encountered 2 Shivan warships, a Rakshasa-class cruiser designated the Iblis, and a Lilith-class cruiser designated the Azurus. Admiral Petrock has instructed our corvettes to hunt down and destroy these vessels. The 107th will provide fighter cover. Alpha Wing, your mission is to escort the Lysander and the Actium as they carry out this assault. Your first priority will be to eliminate all hostile fighters and bombers. Only then will you assist the corvettes with their strike against the Shivan warships. If we lose either corvette, you will abort the mission and withdraw from the field immediately.
Hornets, huh? Let's run with it.
Steady as she goes. Those cruisers are somewhere in this vicinity. We're now converging on their last known position.
Are you reading anything on sensors, Actium?
Negative, Lysander. Affirmative.
If we don't find them, they'll find us. I don't expect we'll be disappointed.
The Shivans fought nothing but great war relics. We'll show them what firepower is all about. Affirmative. I'm picking up something. A wing of enemy fighters closing in.
Alpha and Beta, intercept those bandits. Keep them off the Lysander and Actium.
That's a confirmed kill.
A Kane-class cruiser now coming into view.
Confirmed. It's the Azurus. Firing all guns. Check your 6. Damn it, Actium. Watch that friendly fire.
Avoid the beam and you won't get hit, pilot.
Check your 6.
Fighters eliminated. Those Shivans put up a good fight.
Well done, pilots. Help the corvettes finish off the Azurus, but don't get too close.
We have destroyed the Azurus, Command. That's one more Shivan cruiser out of circulation.
Okay, let's find that Rakshasa. Continue on your current heading. If you need to rearm pilots, now would be a good time.
With the technology they had 30 years ago, it's a miracle we won the Great War.
No shields, no flak guns, no beam cannons.
You hear about Kappa Wing? Vanished without a trace, 5 clicks from the Aquitaine.
Their patrol found the NTC Trinity, right?
Yeah, that was Arthur Romig's ship. Hard to believe he turned traitor. Hey, Command, you gonna tell us what the rebels are doing out here?
You'll be informed on a need-to-know basis, pilot. Now kill the chatter and focus on your mission.
New readings coming up on sensors. Incoming fighters.
A wing of Seraphim is approaching fast. Intercept those bombers. The Seraphim are history. Well done, pilots.
I think that was primarily the Actium. Cap ships are dangerous as hell in Freespace too. Was the license.
Iblis now within range. All guns, fire for effect.
Detonated off.
The hull integrity of the Iblis has fallen below critical. We're almost there.
Command, something massive has jumped in. The database does not recognize the configuration.
Where? What is it? I can't get a visual.
Command, we have a situation here.
Can you get a closer look, Lysander? The Lysander is down. The Lysander is down. All vessels return to base. We need to regroup. Get out of there, pilots.
The Shivan warship we encountered has been designated the SD Ravana. Allied forces have been deployed to engage this vessel. Given the number of Shivan fighters our wings have encountered, we knew an enemy...
So now they, oh my god, now they tell us that they were looking to lure out something. Come on, guys. Don't give us a fucking surprise.
This is Lieutenant Samsa. The Allied attack against the SD Ravana has deteriorated. We have lost the GTD Delacroix, and the surviving warships in the battle group are damaged. Petrock is scrambling the 107th to assist. Command will also sortie the GVC Somptus and the GTC Yakiba. Once they cross the subspace portal, we will move them into position. For this mission, we'll fly the GTB Boanerdzes, the Alliance's new attack bomber. The Boanerdzes maximizes shielding and payload, while offering enough maneuverability to make it a viable tactical unit. The bomber won't handle as well as the Herc 2, so stay on the move. Bombers make easy targets. With our Cyclops torpedoes, we'll have the firepower to take out the Ravana. If you're too far from the target, the flak guns will neutralize your bomb, so get as close as possible. Once you fire your salvo, hit your burners to get clear of the blast. The Cyclops has an extensive lock time and countdown. If we succeed, we will have secured the jump node between the Nebula and Gamma Draconis. If we fail, we pave the way for a Shivan invasion of our systems. Good luck, pilot. We know you can do it.
Alright. Ooh, let me see what we got. Very formative ability. Alright. One gun out. What's the... So what we compare these here? Alright, what do we got for a loadout? Cyclops. Hornet. Why the fuck would I bring a Hornet? Because, of course.
I've acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Bombers, close in on the Ravana. We must end this now.
Roger that, Command. Warheads are armed and ready. Watch the friendly fire! You get hit, you won't make it to your own service! Get this bandit off me!
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
Check your sex!
Seriously? Alright. See if I can.
Hull integrity failing.
acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Some of the most functionally useless so far that I've run into.
Bombers, close in on the Ravana. We must end this now.
Roger that, Command. Warheads are armed and ready. Watch the friendly fire! You get hit, you won't make it to your own service!
These things are functionally useless in here.
IFF confirmed. Hostiles inbound.
It's like I can't dodge. It just looks like this shit.
Get this bandit off me!
I can't run interceptors. Gun capacity is terrible. Ability is terrible.
No!
And there goes my wingman. To an anti-fighter beam. Killed.
Reading hostile indicators.
No reinforcements.
I've acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Bombers, close in on the Ravana. We must end this now.
Roger that, Command. Warheads are armed and ready. Watch the friendly fire! You get hit, you won't make it to your own service! Mayday! Mayday! Take evasive action, pilot. Take evasive action, pilot.
Wing inbound.
This is getting a little ridiculous.
I've acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Farmers, close in on the Ravana. We must end this now.
Roger that, Command. Warheads are armed and ready. Watch the friendly fire! You get hit, you won't make it to your own service! Get this bandit off me!
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
Just emptying this all in, because look at that. Close to be able to do this, and I'm probably going to have to do an up close and personal bombing run. Somehow how they thought these things brand new.
Behind you, pilot!
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
Hull integrity failing. Get me out of here, Command!
Really not going to survive these, but you know. Look at all the others.
Secondary bank's empty. Calling in support.
This is good. Wait, no. Nope, wrong one. That one. Oh, I can't do that in mid-mission. Yeah, let's quit the damn mission then. Like, dear Lord. Alright, we're trying one more time with that one.
This is...
Because these functional uses.
I've acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Farmers, close in on the Ravana. We must end this now.
Roger that, Command. Warheads are armed and ready. Watch the friendly fire! You get hit, you won't make it to your own service! Reading hostile indicators. You got him!
Which direction am I going with this? Where do I need to go this way? It's underneath.
Get this bandit off me!
supposed to be collecting.
Incoming jump signature.
Mayday! Mayday!
Alright, that's about 10 o'clock. It's about enough for today. Dear Lord. Lovely. OBS won't show me who's in stream. Nice. Hey. Hey. Supposedly I had a... Huh. Yeah, somebody came in for 6 seconds. Yeah, on YouTube. Okay. Well. Man, I'd forgotten how ridiculous the missions in Freespace 2 get, dear Lord, and how quickly they ramp that up. Okay. So, hey, I got that raid earlier. Legio Necrus. Necrus? Thank you for doing that. Sorry, I hadn't realized you were there. I was a little focused, and I'm supposed to get a sound effect when that goes off, and I guess it doesn't. I tested the alert earlier, and it seems to have worked, but when you actually did it, it didn't. And I've run into that a couple of times, too, and I'm not sure what's going on. So, all right, quick rundown. Wednesday, I'm on for a puzzle game, Abduction. We'll continue with that one. I'll try to figure out what the hell my next step in that game is. And then Friday, we'll be continuing the DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. And we'll see how that rolls. Though, depending if I finish the game, I'll probably move right into my next game and we'll continue with Darksiders, the War Mastered Edition. And then Saturday, I will be continuing a nostalgia playthrough of Chrono Trigger. Might be looking to find see that on my schedule. That's on my socials. It's on Twitter and Blue Sky. So if you want to check it out there, just have a look. It'd be nice if you give me guys a follow. That'd be great. If you're watching this on YouTube, maybe hit a subscribe if you like what you see. If you're watching the VOD, give me a comment. I would greatly appreciate feedback. Just let me know how things are going. Okay. All right. On the YouTube end, I don't think... Let me see. Highlight video, stream marker, share. How do I... Huh. I don't know how to raid that. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Can I raid a channel? Same category. Let's see. Let's run through the list. I don't think you feel like watching the Praise Rock. Wonder who is on. Sort by. Pshaw. Oh, hold on. Doop de doo, da doop de doo. Let's see who we got. Oh, here's one. Somebody's running on the PS2 actual hardware. Hey, I think I've still got mine. I got someone's playing the Lost Vikings. Let's look. Kind of curious who's here. I'll admit it's kind of interesting scrolling through the raid list on Twitch and just kind of seeing who else is playing in the retro category. So, let me take off that and do a. Let me see. Dang, is there anybody on my list who's small-ish? This is events? Huh. Let's just looking through. Let's see. I have no idea any of these people are. I'm trying to find someone I want uh, to raid into, because somebody raided into me. So I might as well keep it going. Who do I raid into? That looks like. it's just retro. Dun, 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 dun. Huh. That's a replay. Nope. Well, that's kind of... Huh. I also don't want to make it awkward by rating him with just one person. There's only one person watching. Is there? I don't see anybody interacting, so it's hard to say. Twitch, you are oh so unhelpful when it comes to this. My thanks. Nope. Anybody on follow list that's real? Nope. Well, shoot. I think I'm probably just gonna drop it today if I don't, since I don't see anybody who's still here. And quite frankly, I'm a little unsure about ratings of some of these people, just because it's like, who? You know what? I gotta be fair. The same question could be said of me. Meeny, miny, mo. Somebody's doing tool-assisted speedruns? What in the heck does that mean? Hmm. It's with a bad movie night. Meteor Man. I have no idea what the heck that is. Dun, dun. Hmm. not. Huh. I can't see. Let's listen to them real quick. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Unable to raid. Why am I unable to raid? Is it because is it just me then? Is that why? Okay, so that functioned. Oh, I wonder if that other guy had restrictions on who could raid him. Who's this? They're offline. But this. I see my chat box reset on the Twitch webpage. Hooray. Nope. Looks like he's closing up. How about... You know what? I'm going to have to try this in the day because I got to wrap up for the night. So... Yep, that's why it cleared out. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to stop for the night. Thank you, everybody who came on by. And I'll see you Wednesday at 7 Pacific time. So have a good night. See you next time.